BMP needs to look a little to its left and it's gonna see it. No way. Oh, he whipped it. No. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and today we've got another episode of Eye in the Sky where we take a look at a game of squad from the top down. And in this one, we've got our very first night lair. Yes, it's Mutaha Invasion V1 with the British taking on the insurgents, but it's dark. Completely at night. There's no night vision, there's no flares, there's no thermals. This isn't some mod, it's just a base game of squad with this special dark night lighting layer. And it takes what is usually a relatively straightforward game of Mutaha and it makes it so much harder. I do wish that we definitely had a bit more layers in game that were night or maybe some heavy rain or snowstorms, since this type of lighting really adds to some unique gameplay opportunities. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop me a comment below with a map, game mode, or faction you'd like to see in the next one. And don't forget to check out the live streams over at twitch.tv/MoiDawg, where I stream every weekday. But that's it for me. Until next time, peace. Eye in the Sky. Night? Yeah, night invasion. We are doing Mutaha and hello. We are doing Mutaha Invasion V1. And if you've never played this layer, or if you've never played Night Layer in Squad, they do exist. And we're going to be having a lot of this, right? We're going to be very difficult to see people without these outlines. But this is an incredibly fun layer. I'd say it's the OG Mutaha Invasion layer. And this is what we got. The British from southeast, I don't know, the map kind of seems a little low. Southeast pushing up into South Village, all the way to East Mosque, Ammo Warehouse, 4 points. North Market is the last cap point. So you kind of zigzag all around Mutaha. And with that, British they don't start with a challenger, but they will get it in just about 10 minutes. They have the Up Armored Warrior. The CTAS is a warrior with a modernized autocannon up top. This is a beast of an IFV, by the way. An absolute blast to play. They have the CTAS, followed by the FV432, which is the Bulldog, then FV107, which is the Scimitar, and a couple Logis and light transports. So there we go. Our Scimitar, the little tinderbox, and the Crow's armored vehicle right next to it. And I think in 5 minutes, yep, we'll be getting a helicopter as well. So British don't get all their toys until right. I mean, usually when you start actually pushing the second point, if you got a good team, they'll get all their big toys online. The insurgents, on the other hand, they have a T62, a BMP1, the ZU-23 Techie, which is an AA Techie, the Mortar Techie, a BMP1 Techie, which I think that's all the way down here. We might want to go take a look at. It's a Toyota pickup with a BMP turret on the top, and then an SPG Techie as well. The T62, I think, comes online about when the Challenger comes online. So we do have a few minutes before that happens, and away we go. Let's take a look here. I mean, this is going to be night invasion. I mean, it's been a hot minute. I'm going to be honest. I don't typically like night maps. I think I'm just old. My eyes are bad. I can't see nothing. A little too dark. By that, you gotta love that night rollout here. And as we see, looking at the map, just west of us, there is a hat that is lining up, and that's going to be the RPG-29. Insurgents have a fantastic hat crew. Oh, actually, you have one hat up north, and then one hat out west, and that is kind of exactly where you want to be. Good ambush points, and oh man, hear the boom. RPG-29 lining it up. I mean, each one of these tandem runs can take out... Oh, he's got the big boy rocket, actually. The regular RPG launcher with a big boy tandem round. So many targets to choose from. Oh, he dumps it short. It's like a waterlogged football. And he whiffs his first shot, and he's going to try again. And the CTAS says, nope. And man, if he had the RPG-29, that would have been a fantastic ambush point. But no, those RPGs, the tandem rounds, have a much different optic when you actually ADS. So you need to make sure you're lining up for the right one. And a little bit. There we go. Rocket Sauce Suds. Looks like he had a techie of some sort right up there that got obliterated by not just the CTAS, but also the up-armored warrior. Or scimitar, rather. But you can see all of the insurgents. It is so difficult to see, not only just with the fog, but then you add in just the darkness.
Drop supplies, radios down.
I want to see if we got the BMP techie anywhere. We're actually... Good guy is just laying and waiting. Got the warrior down right here. Does... One of the infantry does knock out good guy, but I want to see if this is the... Yes, it's the BMP techie. The BMP techie. Look at this absolute unit of a vehicle. If you don't like this, you just don't like squad. You know? How can you not like this? I mean, this is just primo insurgent engineering. I'm actually surprised he's coaxing, because he's a really easy target. I mean, you can MG right through it. You kill crew pretty easily. So, insurgents, unfortunately for them, usually on this map, you're able to get a few... Oh, actually, great RPG from Dusechi. Usually you're able to get at least a couple kills early on. Looks like that's not going to be the case. Warrior is tracked and looks like he might have lost a little bit of an engine as well. Combat engineer being nice, offering some repairs, because this is a really bad spot. Just right in the open field, and you can see you got the radio, a bunch of infantry all around them. Plenty of ammo, just keep lobbing RPGs. If they decide. Good coax, one does go down. And this warrior's just about up. Dishka, oh, that is a brave Dishka. You see him standing straight up. RPG lands just in front of the warrior. Combat NG still needs to keep he's got either his wrench, he's got his little hammer. Get that warrior back up and moving. There you go. And that's going to be huge if they're able to keep this up. RPG flies in, warrior goes to fall back, and we're going to swap on over to the CTAS. Look at this.
Yeah, when I get back to the hab and drop these supplies, I'll drop mortars.
This is actually what I love to see, stuff like this happening. You actually have infantry supporting the CTAS. Really a pain to fight in, but you absolutely love the look of it. The CTAS actually moving up with infantry right now is incredibly cool. Just laying it down and actually supporting their infantry. Now moving up. RPG mops up. Well, I was going to say mops up one, but no, infantry, they're fine. Moving off to our left here. This warrior I don't know what. Oh, I think they lost a crewman. What's going on? Why's... There's only one left. What happened to him? Oh no, the CTAS just like, all right, this is my life now. I don't know where the second and even third crewmen came. Where are they? RPG from our front right. This is so unfortunate. This is the vehicle the British need right now in order to get them on the point, and this is... I hate to say it's being wasted, but it's essentially being wasted. Reps out. Boy Cow going to try to get this up. Just try to prevent the fire from cooking it off.
Check fire, you're killing friendlies.
As infantry pushes up along the left and the CTAS goes down. I was going to say really good use of vehicle and infantry, but if there's only one person in your warrior, that's not a good use of assets at all. Golden Eagle might just mop them up. Oh, and they squashed the rally. Boy Cow running back to his friendlies just on the other side of the road here. And now we have our helicopter up. A little bit of AA fire. Taking shots at the Puma here. But this helicopter needs to get in. They need to get a fob a little bit closer to the objective. And you also need to make sure that you get eyes on, because that T-62 is going to be rolling out shortly. AA taking shots. I'm still curious why they're flying around here. That AA is starting to get a little accurate. Bunch of rounds slamming into the side of the helicopter. He's on fire.
Alright, we're going to drop smoke on commander's position.
Oh, he needs to land quick or it's just going to cook off. It's like he's panicking. He's stalling. There it goes. That is so unfortunate. I mean, completely unnecessary too. Literally waiting 10-15 minutes for a helicopter to come up. You do a loop-de-loop around the objective. You take anti-aircraft fire. And then you loop back to take more anti-aircraft fire. 174 tickets to 763 as an IED goes off. As the Scimitar, it looks like, cooks off. These vehicles are just popping left and right. Failed startup, CEO, and Rob.
Do we have mortars up by any chance? Send mortars onto
just, it is unfortunate now. 163 tickets to 761. And let's get in here because we have some close quarters infantry fighting.
I got one out right now so you guys can push up.
If you heal me up, I can try to take out that marksman.
This is what the Warriors just needed to do. They didn't need to push in so quickly. They didn't need to get so close to the objective. They need to be long range and just pinning the infantry down. Now you got smoke right on the objective. Just heard over comms, Mr. President asking if it's accurate, and this is a fantastic mortar support. I mean, they're just meters away from each other. You can see infantry from the insurgents just flanking around the backside. And these British players, they need to be a little bit more aggressive. They have the better weapons. They're allowing people with SKSs and Mosins, AK with like no iron sights, just push up and do a lot of damage. Here you go. Good guy. Slowly pushing up. Metcalf, come on, right in front of you. There you go. I really think the night is just messing with a lot of people, and unfortunately our earlier push, you see this, the green markers, squad 3 and I guess a couple other squads out here, they're stuck way off the objective right now.
Yeah, I got AG coming in on that
IED I think blows up just himself, but you need it kind of feels, I mean, you gotta, I don't know, you know when you have those games where you see the map and you're like, well, I see everybody on the point, but why does it feel like nobody's on the point? This is just rough for British right now. Insurgents just really digging in, and somehow I think really because of poor play by the British, there's another one down. They're going to be able to withstand at least the initial barrage or two, and 143 tickets. There's still plenty of tickets for British, but you want to be doing a lot more right now. And we should be... Tank should be... Yep, there you go. Tank is now up. We also have the BMP-1 that's up for insurgents. So whenever they start rolling up, you're going to be really hoping and wishing that you had a lot of your bigger vehicles out. Now the Challenger, yep, is Ping Pong and Sneery. They also are able to roll out with their Challenger, so at least, you know, a Warrior I think is left, and this Challenger. They actually just sneaked right up on. Do they have the radio down here? This map is causing some issues. For some reason we can't see the map, but no, radio is right up north, and this is why it's so important. Look at what's happening right now. If you keep Logis by your radios, they're going to want to look around and try to find that radio. Yeah, they're dropping a rally right here, but Dan and Kriko right now, this is not a bad spot for a radio too if you're British. So I'd take a few minutes and I'd try to find this one. So this is why it's always horrible to see. You see the hourglass mark right here. That's the radio. If you leave that Logi right next to the radio, it's just such an easy find. Rotating that a little bit, and now insurgents have no idea really where to look. As Graham, Sheba, and Leo pushing up with that BMP Techie is still alive. That's incredible. These things are absolute meme machines. BMP Techie rolling onto the point. That is an enemy Vic. Mid-arms. Oh! Tries to take a shot and manages it. Loses the suspension. Oh, mid-arm again. BMP Techie actually able to take out that repair station. And oh my goodness! Right over the berm. I'm not sure if they realize it.
Warriors, you guys gotta push to that.
The Challenger is just ahead of them. BMP has lost their crewman though. Their driver has literally no protection. It's just a Toyota truck. And BMP keeps firing. I'm wondering if that Challenger... Oh my goodness. BMP needs to look a little to its left and it's gonna see it. No way! Oh, he whipped it! No! Oh my goodness.
Nice.
He had a chance for glory. And there it goes. BMP Techie absolutely obliterated by the Challenger. I mean, the best he could have done would get one shot off, but you know, it's better than nothing.
UV incoming.
Too funny. 118 tickets to 722.
Tanks are shelling their hab west of the river tank. They got a hab on him from my observe.
And let's take a look at the map again.
Squad 1.
T62 is now rolling in.
Raj, yeah, we're getting engaged by other shit as well.
You got a Western fob. If we take a look out here, that's the Western Insurgent radio. And so this is the objective right in front of us. You actually have a really nice zone of control for the insurgents.
Got AT on one's observe.
Another radio out here to our left. So I mean, this is just a lot of I guess natural barriers. You got the roads, you got the rivers. British, they kind of are stuck in this little orchard. Easy to keep them on lock, and it's also British Main is out east here. You even have, wait, did they get it? Oh no, Kriko and Darusta, we just saw them earlier. They were able to get a radio down, and this is a really sneaky ambush hab.
Everybody's pushing north, right, and head from the
Gonna
south.
take a look to see. Oh, and they did. Challenger taking RPGs. And you can just barely make them out here. The engine smoke Challenger needs to be very careful. You see right over the berm, you can see the little head popping off. He's taking a peek. Saying, okay, I just need to dial up the shot. The Challenger nearly blew my ear off.
Roger, we're still trying to engage.
I'm not quite sure what he's aiming at. There's a hab just west of us that he's focused on, which is actually hilarious because just to his east you can see RPGs. I don't even know what they're aiming at. It's like both sides are just missing shots. You have RPG infantry troops electing to just miss the Challenger. Commander finally knocks out Dan 123. Kriko, I think he was choosing to shoot frag rounds. He does go down to another machine gun. Darusta's the only one up. Hab went down for a second, and you can see it now just pop back up to that A10 strike earlier. But for as much as what I feel like the British should be doing, there's a lot of nothing happening. 103 tickets, and British are just barely outside. Slowly moving up the field, vehicles getting picked off, having the insurgents be a little bit more mobile and get more FOBs around them. This British infantry, you can see, this is how slow and painful it is. Literally having to low crawl. You got 1, 2, 3 up there. Another one crouching to our left. Hold on, we got Mr. Rambo, Jay Matthews. He says, all right, dude, I want to end this. Enough of this slow crawl. Runs across the field, then decides to low crawl across the open road. Interesting choice. But insurgents have just started to get backed up into their own hab now. You can see hab has fallen on the southwest side. Father of Jesus potato aim. Trying to see there's a second hab which is right up here. That hab is not overrun yet. And hold on a second. One chevron capping, but while that happens, we are having a big armored push on our south side. I'm curious, do you guys like night invasions? Night games? I feel like this would almost be okay if you had thermals or night vision or something, but
in a tiny ditch.
I find like a lot of the time it's just
we're stuck in
more
a ditch.
annoying than like actually kind of cool.
We just gotta get bodies on the cap. Tell your guys just get on the cap.
I mean, it's super, you know, it's beautiful looking, the shadows look great, coax, all that kind of stuff, but I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan. E62 has elected, hold on, we're gonna Sneery Ping Pow V Tech right ahead of us. That is that Challenger. And T62 should now know that he's up there. T62 is going to hear that Challenger fire.
I don't know which bridge to look at.
And RPG looks like he just went to the side of the Challenger too.
Okay, that narrows it down to 2.
We're 1 chevron, guys. Let's just get bodies on the point.
Challenger right in the open. B&P. Oh, that doesn't even sound like a heat round. Almost look like a frag round. B&P overshoots it. T62 tries to shoot it, but the B&P literally gets one tapped. Challenger goes right through the B&P. T62 now engaged in the Challenger. And that almost looked like it missed. Challenger, for some reason, focusing on infantry when they should really be focusing on the tank. He's not done yet. You can still shoot him. I'm not quite sure what's happening with the T62. He had the ambush, and he's just completely fluffed it. Challenger's going to finish him off right here, and there he goes. Insurgent vehicles. I can't even explain how they lost that. It almost felt like the BMP had the wrong ammo loaded. And then the T-62 got distracted and ended up shooting infantry that didn't even have anti-tank weapons. I mean, this is a nearly dead Challenger. 1.5 shots and this thing would have been donezo. Really weird decision for the insurgents. And you know what? That actually might be just enough. 72 tickets left. Insurgents have been able to come back a little bit on South Village, but that is just... Who knows?
Are we looking on cap? We're not capping.
SPG coming in
There's a lot of guys.
from way downtown. And Darusta, and it looks like his buddy Uga. Oh, here we go. There's Power Shade. You got him. You see the... Right? I can't outline, unfortunately, the armored techie right in the center of our screen between these two trees. The Challenger can do nothing but just sit.
It's fucking hard to see them, man.
I'm not quite sure why he's not firing again. Is he out? RPG deflects off. SPG nails him.
Okay, once we got hit by AT, we had to build our own rep station. We're still trying to hit their hab.
Power...
Infantry support would have been great.
I'm curious as to why he's taking so long to reload. Maybe he just is having trouble. What? It ate it. How? It just ate the round. It didn't even explode or pass through. Normally it'd go right through us. I'm not quite sure what that was. But the Challenger is now, I mean, he's at this repair station. So he's actually he's close enough to the repair station off to our right. So he's just going to be shrugging off these SPGs like it's nothing. And there he goes. Power Shade goes down. Takes an AP round right through the front cab. And South Village is still not being capped. 48 tickets to go. And insurgents are now slowly starting to pick off. I'll leave him right here. So he's starting to pick off the tank. The Challenger is tracked. I do believe the repair station here is going to actually get the track back up, so that shouldn't be an issue. And would you look at that? C4 goes off. This is just all falling apart for the British right now. This radio will go down, so you're going to be down to 23 tickets. You have no spawn apart from an Eastern Road spawn, and I mean, you can hear it, guys.
Well, one's currently manned by one crewman. We're having to fight their vehicles and infantry by ourselves, so...
You can hear it. Command chatter has gone to basically nothing.
Point, man. Honestly, there's not much we could do to help you.
We'll probably wrap it up with the last few infantry fights, make something happen. About 20 tickets left here in a minute. Grenade goes off, and that's going to land right on Tiny Satyr. Great grenade. Is it Sinzakor runs right out and actually gets a nice little flank on a bunch of infantry right next to the point. And you just heard him. Hab is almost overrun. The British can do it. We're going to take a look to see if the Hab... Oh, Hab does come back up. I mean, they're so close, the British. 20 tickets left. And that radio did go down, so this is going to be it. Hab, you see, it keeps ticking on and off. They can do it. They just need to believe. Grey Wolf, one of the lone insurgents left in the middle of the objective, but this Golden Eagle, I mean, there's not that many people left in. Warthog, Dusechi.
How much chevrons are we? We have full cap.
Full cap. 17 tickets, full cap. Can they do it?
Make sure you're telling your guys not to give up.
And Swish John and Tub Moo Moo able to just respawn. Don't give up, they say, and that is incredibly important. I want to see if maybe we have an IED drone or something for command. I'm not quite sure. If I'm this helicopter right now, I would really be keeping safe. You don't want to lose any tickets right now. Capture point is almost neutral. I think the British can actually do it. You just can't have people give up. There's a lot of bodies on the point right now. Pathfinder taking shots between Coltreston. Helicopter is just flying over to fly over. Insurgents, if they want to be able to do this, they need to push out. Give themselves a little bit of space. Mortar barrage is about to come in, and that might just do it. Fantastic RPG. Who was that? Looks like good guy tosses a frag round, and it actually goes right through, I think, Frencham, Matthews. A handful of infantry right in the middle get absolutely blasted by frags, and DeRoost is now pushing right in with the follow-up. Mortar barrage is about to come in, and that just might do it. I think there was one TK. Tortilla goes down, Tortilla the Hun. But 10 tickets left in that mortar barrage. Defensive mortar barrage.
We got one cap, one chevron.
8 tickets left, 1 chevron cap. They're still capping.
They're taking it back.
Now they're taking it back. Command is kind of on the same page of, well, we tried, but that didn't really work. And now you see the give ups. When the
fucking southeast is bad. Whatever. Experience for you guys.
Nice.
a hell of a game. I'd have to say that was really, really good defensive work from the insurgents there. Anyway, GG's, 151 tickets to 110. And I'm just gonna say it. I don't think as many people were out on the points as we saw it earlier. The entire team was on the objective-ish, but they just weren't pushing together and losing a couple vehicles really early on for no reason. GG's.